Hello and welcome to our very first episode of Technicals. My name is Dylan, and first off, I just want to give like a little bit of description about what this channel is going to be about. It's just going to be about like app reviews and new things coming out on Linux, on Windows, and just overall just a bunch of cool little techie things that I learn and that my friends learn, and just we think that we should share with you guys. So anyway, let's move on with what we're going to be doing today. Today we're actually going to do an app review of the new Google Play music app. And first off, like it has a site, so let's go there and I'll show you that real fast. If you just go to Google and type in Play, it'll pull up the Play Store first. If we go here, then we can find it. I'm already signed in, so that's all fine. Go over to the music section. It'll start loading. First thing, we go into shop, and then we go into my music. I've already uploaded music just for this demonstration. I think all of my songs, just to show you guys like kind of what it's like. But yeah, if we pull it up here, we can see all the music that I've already uploaded, and it's really nice how they did this. And you're allowed to upload, I think it was 20,000 songs. So that's like a lot of songs. Most people won't ever get past 10,000. So if we go over and we look over on the left side, we've got Listen Now, which is the first tab it opens you up in, which just gives you a little bit of like quick radios, which I'll get to those in a minute. It gives you this little I'm Feeling Lucky mix. Then it also gives you like some of the things that you've listened to more often, or if you've just added them like I have, it'll just add some of the things that are more popular in the media today, like this kind of stuff. But if we go over here, we go to the My Library tab. This will pull up with like all the songs, music, artists, albums, everything like that that I have. First tab we open up in is the Artist tab, which is cool because you can click on somebody and then it'll show you what kind of albums and things they have in here. So if I click on that, it'll pull up the album. Same here, and it'll pull up all the songs. This little start instant mix, if I hit that, what it actually does is it shuffles songs based off of what it thinks is like this song. So it's really smart and intuitive, just like it has problems loading it anyway. But it'll make a really good playlist usually, and usually get songs that are pretty similar. So that's nice. I like it. The shuffle artist thing, that'll just shuffle.
So what I'm gonna do?
That don't want to hear it. Anyway, so we go back here. We go to the albums tab of it. We can see all the different albums that I have. If I click on them, it'll show me all my songs. It'll give me the song number, or the amount of songs, how long the total album is altogether, the year, and the genre, as well as this nice little artwork up in the top left corner with little things like this. So you can edit the album. You can add to the queue, which is really nice. I do like that. Add to playlist, share, all that cool stuff. And what's even better is you can actually download the album, which I thought was really cool of them to do. The only problem that I have with it is you can only download a song or an album twice. So like if I download it on this one and then I download it on my sister's computer or something like that, then that's going to be all my downloads. And that's not really my favorite thing, but that's only like the real flaw that I can just point out right off the bat from this service. So I just thought that was really interesting, just like that you weren't allowed to download as much as you want. You have delete albums too, just in case you added something you don't want. And you get the same options over here. We go back. Songs, that just lists all of your songs, and you can order it by each of these categories. And it also, I like this because it gives you the song count right up here. So, and it gives you how long your music will last. So that's pretty interesting. What else? I'll get into settings and stuff in a minute. Let's go down here to instant mixes. This is just, it'll randomly pick songs that you listened to recently, and it'll select those to be the instant mixes. So when you click it, it'll be that first song that'll pull up. Like that, playing. It'll be that first song that pull up, and it'll create an instant mix that's pretty similar. Which, if you look at this one, it's actually pretty similar, and they did a really good job with whoever programmed the algorithms for this, because it is really nice. If we go over here, obviously we have shop, which that's just quick little thing. It's just like iTunes, except sometimes it's cheaper. Let's see, they do give you some auto playlists, So the queue, obviously what's going to be playing next. Highest rating, you can rate it. Sorry. You can rate your songs just like in iTunes, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Last added, it's got all this stuff that I recently added. I added all 900 something songs just today, so free and purchased. I haven't put anything on here that wasn't mine already. Shared with me. Not sure why stuff has been shared with me, but it has. Recommendations is cool too, just for like discovery and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Like talk dirty to me, all that kind of cool stuff. Also, this is how you make your own playlist. And then if you're over in your library or something, you can drag it down. Maybe there we go. You can drag it down and put it into whatever playlist it is that you want to do. Also, you can hit here and play. You can play the playlist. Add to other playlists, edit playlists, share playlists, and delete playlists. So just a bunch of options. I thought they did a really good job on this whole idea. And there's only one other issue that I'm thinking about now. Only one other issue that I can really point out is the upload thing. Now, if you've ever used Google Drive, you know that it just pulls up its own little window and you can just drag files on there and it'll automatically upload them. Well, that doesn't work. That does not work. The same as in Google Play Music. You actually have to download a program for it. So as you see here, keep 20,000 songs, add from iTunes, Windows, all that good stuff. But if you click here, I'm obviously running Ubuntu 64-bit, so it'll pull up with my options automatically. But if you're running like Mac or Windows, then it'll pull up with all your different options for you right there. It's really easy to install. It only takes a few minutes, so once you install it, let me go and search for the program actually. Here we go. Once you install it though, it's really easy to upload the music that you want to put in there. Oh, there it is. And as you see, I've got the little emblem right there. So if I left click on that, it'll give me some options. If I just right click on it, it'll show me some options too. So this is my recent uploads. Got options, go to player, which is just a link to the online site. Run troubleshoot, I guess if something goes wrong, help, and then quit. So let's go to options. As we see in options, like it'll show you the folders that you have your music in, and you can add folders here that you want to go in there. Like I have different folders, and they each have different types of music in them, and so I can add different ones there. Also, here's another go to player link thing. I like this too, the automatic upload songs, because if you're like me and you get music all the time, you don't want to have to go through the trouble of remembering have you uploaded this one or not. As long as you put it in that folder, it'll automatically be put on the cloud. So that's really nice. So that's really nice. I thought that was cool. You can download your entire library from here, which you would have to download all of your songs, which if you do it, it does not take up your two spaces that you have, or your 2 times that you can download the song from the web. If you do it this way, you can do it unlimited amounts of time. The only downside is you're going to be downloading the entire library, and that can take a while, and maybe you don't want however many songs, so you got to kind of gauge what it is that you want to do. Advanced, that just gives you some connection speed. So if you just want to like limit it because you're downloading something else or something like that, then you can do that. Also gives my account right there. But yeah, let me pull up my phone actually, because I'm going to show you just like the mobile application. There's a mobile one for Android and iOS. So if I just pull up reflectors real quick, hang on, this is going to take just a second for it to actually pull up. Yes, I would slide this up. I'll be doing a little tutorial thing on this thing too. So we go over to tech, mirroring, there we go. So let's go over here. And come on, there we go. Come on, load up, load up. It's having some issues because I'm running it through Wine, so it is having some problems. If I just give it a minute, maybe it'll load. Come on, load. let me try that again. See if I can't get it to work this time. For whatever reason, Reflections doesn't want to work as well through an emulator. I don't know why. Come on, load. Sorry about this. It's having like a bunch of issues. I don't know what's going on. Let me just pause the recording real quick. I'll see you in a minute when it's actually working. Sorry about that, guys. Actually, as soon as I said pause the recording, it pulled up immediately, so that was good. Just had to wait a few more seconds. As we look over, like in the bottom right of my screen, you can see the play. No, thank you. You can see the Play Music app right there. It's the orange headphones. If we click on it, it'll open it up real quick. That's my playing now. Sorry about that. The first screen you open up to, just like online, is the Listen Now section. And then if you look through there, it has the same kind of options as the one online. If we hit that little 3 bars over in the top left corner, we see the Google Play, Listen Now, which we're already in. Let's go to My Library. This one's ordered different. On the other one is artists, albums, songs, then genres. I don't know why it is that it's opposite this one, but whatever. Genres, artist. So if we click on there, it gives us the same amount of availability, I guess, as the online site. So that's pretty cool. Albums, all my different albums that I have there. So if I click on one, I can go through here and see everything that's on there. Songs. This is cool too because even though it doesn't show you the amount of songs, it does give you this shuffle all. So that's cool. Just like the native music app, if you're running iOS, that'll give you the same options. I think it's the same on Android too. I think they give you that option in their player, but I'm not sure. So if we go over here, we go to playlist. Look at all this cool stuff. Got my playlist here. Let's see. Yeah, this is just the same as the online one. It's just a little bit different, more tile looking. Start instant mix. So if I hit this, it'll just randomly pick one. And stop it because I don't want to listen to that. What else? We also have the search up in the top right corner. So if I type in actually, if I could spell there we go. It'll pull up with artists first, then albums, and then songs according to your library, as well as it's this 185 more. I don't think that, oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so I guess those are all my songs that begin with, or have the in them somewhere. Okay. Usually I thought that it had a little, like, shop app, or shop link at the bottom, based off of what was in your search after songs, but I guess not. So if we just, like, hit there, we can go through that. Also, I want to point this out real quick. If you look at that little orange arrow right there, what that actually is a download button. So if we click it, it'll start downloading the song to my phone. It'll save it to the catch, and it's going really fast right now, so it'll save it to the catch. As you see, it's like really fast if you have good internet connection or LTE 4G. So once it's downloaded, it'll load up almost immediately, just like that. And also you can see here I got the little sneak. No, I really don't want to. Thank you, Jukebox. Sorry. We've got the little sneak bar. We've got up and down. So I'm just going to read it up, read it down. All that kind of cool stuff they got there. We've got the little shuffle icon in the bottom right corner. And we have the repeat once, twice, and not at all down in the bottom left. Click over here on the 3 lines with a note. Still playing. It'll show you. She just decided to go off. Yep, sure did. Alright, let me pause it and try and do it again. Hang on. And we're back again. Sorry about that. So yeah, if we just hit those 3 little lines with a note, we can see what's in our queue right now, which it's Lunar. Those 3 little dots over his side. You can start an instant mix, add to playlist, go to artist, go to album. I really do like the go to artist and album too, because that's really nice. So if I go back here again, there we go, and hit the go to album or the go to artist, it'll just go there and it'll show me like all the songs, albums, all that kind of cool stuff that's under there. Can edit the queue. If I had more than one song, it'll let me edit the order of it, or I can just delete it like that, remove. Go back here, and I think that's actually all there is to do with it. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot about settings. Settings, you can refresh it if you've added new songs since you've been on, or you could just close and re-enter the app. Um, Blocked explicit songs. What else? Reset data. That's interesting because then you can like all the songs that you downloaded, you can get rid of those by doing that. My account that I'm signed into. Stream via Wi-Fi only, just in case you don't have, if you have like a 3G network or something like that, that's not going to stream as well. Quality. Oh yeah, there's also a remove download music. I don't want to do that, but there's one. And then all the legal information, all that other boring stuff. Also, so the real reason that I was looking into this, and I know this is something that's appealing to most people, is just because I know that like my issue is I have a 16 gigabyte phone and I have upwards of probably at least 10 gigabytes of music. And I only have 3.5 of it on here because with all my apps and everything else, that's all that I could hold. So I looked into this option because the music is not actually taking up space on your phone. You're actually just streaming it over the Wi-Fi or over the LTE, 4G, all that kind of cool stuff. So if you're just streaming it, then you're saving a lot on space, which is really appealing for me. So I can have all of my songs, and on one of my other accounts, I have like 9,000 songs or something. So I have them always available all the time, which is just really great. And also, another great thing about it, well, actually, sorry, got off track. The only like kind of concern that I'm actually gonna have with this is if you're on like 3G, and definitely if you're below, I wouldn't even attempt this. But if you're on 3G, then the songs do still have to load. So it does take a long time to load if you're moving rapidly, like if you're in a car or something and you're switching constantly in between LG and 3G, or LTE and 3G, then you're gonna have some issues with loading. But if you're on LTE all the time, it's about the same as Wi-Fi, so you won't even notice the difference. It'll take maybe, at very most, 10 seconds to buffer your songs, and that'll just get like all the song loaded. You can even sneak while you're in the song, even though you're on an LTE network. So it's really nice like that. Also, another thing you're gonna want to look out for is when you're doing your skips. If you do a lot of skipping, so if you skip like 8 songs in a row, you have to wait for it to load because the way that the programming works is it loads the song that you're listening to, and then it'll load the one after and the one after that if it has enough data to do it. But if if you don't have enough data to do it, it'll just load that one, or it'll just load that one in the next one. So if you're just going to skip all the way through all those 8 ones, it's going to have to skip over all that already loaded information, loading brand new information. So it is going to take a little bit of time if you do that. If you're just the occasional kind of guy who skips maybe once or twice, it's not going to be a big issue for you. But if you're just skipping constantly because you don't like the music, then I would just be wary of that because it is going to kind of mess up your flow a little bit. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for joining me. My name is Dylan. This has been Technicals, our very first episode, our review of the Google Play Music app, and I will see you guys next time.